So this is a spinal movement series from Spinal Healing Qigong. It's aiming to focus on getting really good movement and like massaging the muscles and the joints. So this part of the spine here, it's aiming to influence. The key things that help you, this can be done standing, and there's a technique where the arms are used with this too, which affects the ribs a lot more as well. But the first part is get the primary part of the engine moving, which is all this part. To do it in sitting, where you can have your feet flat on the ground, and you're popping your hands. So if you find your bottom of the sternum, so there's a little pointy bit, then you come down following the ribs. They come down at an angle like this. So you come down to about the middle of that angle, which for me is pretty much where these white lines are on my shirt there. So pop your fingers underneath the ribs a little bit here. Then keeping your head in the middle, just make your body do this. So you're making your ribs move outwards this side, and they dip in here, and then they dip in here and open up here. So you're just getting that movement going first. So it's just side to side, nothing too fancy yet. And that may be enough for you to just help to exercise your spine. So if that's enough for you, spend 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes doing this, feeling that. I'm probably a little bit fast, about this speed. So you're just feeling into the lower back. And what's really important is that I feel both my sit bones stay grounded on the chair here. So I'm not letting my sit bones, so the sit bones is like the bones that you sit on, the ischial tuberosity it is. You're not letting your pelvis do that. So I'm not rocking my pelvis up and down like this as I do this. So that stays flat. There can be a pressure change. So as you're doing it, I feel like there's a bit less pressure in this sit bone, but it's still contacting the chair. So that's important. And my head stays still, which then makes the motion come from right where I want it to go. If my head wasn't still, I'd pretty much be doing this, which will also give you a similar feeling in the ribs here, but it's not moving the lower back the way that it needs to for this. So that's the first part. So once you've got that, we want to turn your body So once you've got that, we're going to dip out to one side. So if you just do a mirror image to me, so you're dipping out to your right side, so that this comes into this area of the rib here comes in, like there's a bit of a divot here. Then from here, keeping the head in the middle, turning, keeping that dip in, and then I'm shooting it out that way. So I think about opening my ribs out kind of to this angle here, this corner, and at the same time these ribs go in. Then I keep these ribs in, turning, whatever I can comfortably do. Then I shoot the ribs out to the side here. So the ribs come out this angle here. It's about maybe 30 degrees out to the front. And this one comes in, so I keep this one in. So the ribs that are in, this divot, that's the most important thing. So it stays in as I rotate, then as I move. So it's not a smooth motion in terms of, so the whole movement's aimed to be a smooth motion, but it's a little bit faster in the bit where you're shooting the ribs out. So I've got the rib in, go around to the side, twist, then I shoot that out. So this one comes in, twist, shoot that out, twist, shoot that out. And notice my knees are staying quite still. So I'm isolating the movement to the lumbar spine, lower thoracic area. So gradually, we're just making this smooth motion to start. So I shoot the rib out, this stays in, I turn, it's still staying in, then I shoot that out. So when I say shoot it out, pretty much I'm doing this side to side motion we're doing at the start of the session. So I'm doing that, so I'm keeping the rib in, I shoot it out, then I turn, whatever I can comfortably do, and then shoot that out, turn. And as I do this, I'm keeping my shoulders relaxed. So very easy with the shoulders to do this, keeping my shoulders relaxed. And my head is staying pretty much in the same position. So I'm definitely not making it do this kind of motion. And I'm not making it sort of turn with me. If you turn your head with you, your head to spine will start moving quite a lot. So that sounds like a lot, I know. And what the spine starts doing, it makes this infinity sign shape. So if you're looking down on a infinity sign or a sidewards letter 8, it's making that motion. And what you feel over time, you start to feel your back get really massaged. Might even get warm too. Might get quite warm in the whole body. That's quite common. In this form of Qigong, it's actually shooting Qi through into all the organs. That's a big part, but it's also affecting the movement of the spine. It's very useful to coil your spine this way for all sorts of reasons, and one of them is also for martial arts too, not just for healing. So once you've got this motion, we want smooth, so we dive it out a little bit, turn, 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 shoot it out, just a little bit faster, then it instantly goes into the next one. Shoot it out, instantly go into the next one. So it looks like there's a kind of a stop here, then turn, stop, then turn. You aim to make that fairly smooth. So if I wasn't doing this correctly, and correctly means you're just not isolating this area here, there's more movement going on in other parts of the spine or the legs. A few things. Your knees will move a lot, or one knee will move a lot as you're turning. Knees stay still, feet flat on the ground. Your hip starts doing this, so the hip's rising up and down, so you're losing connection with the sit bones, so we need that to stay still. The head starts moving really a lot out of its location compared to the center. The head's turning a lot. As soon as you start turning your head, it'll start doing this kind of motion too. And then the shoulders being up, that's the main things. The other one, in terms of the accuracy of the exercise, very common as people turn, they open this here, and then they shoot it out. They turn, they open here, then shoot it out. So I want to be across first, so we're in here, then I turn, keeping it in, and then I shoot it out. Focus on here now, turn, 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 shoot it out. So that's the key part. So from the back, it looks like this.